We're back after a short hiatus, live, back with more NBA 2K15 Gamefaqs tournament games. Man, I have been sick. I've been sick as a dog for the last 4 or 5 days here. I'm still not 100%, still not feeling great, but I'm feeling better. Feeling good enough to get these games going again. So, let me see what I'm doing. Pull up our rosters. All right, so today we have Kirby's Chicago Bulls taking on the the Boston Celtics of Senor. His name is hard to say. Let me pull his name up so I get it right. I can sound out all the vowels and consonants and letters and everything. I think it's Boss Sox. Oh, okay. He's a Boston Sox New England Patriots fan. And just put them all together in one word. Perhaps pronounced Boss Sox Napats 89. So we'll call him Boss Pats to shorten that. Boss Pats 89's Boston Celtics. We're looking quite strong, but Kirby Chicago Bulls rated very highly. I like this matchup. Kyle Lowry, Drew Holiday, Klay Thompson, Chris Copeland, Steve Novak, Danny Granger, John Lure, Nikola Pekovic, and versus Marcus Aldridge. And yeah, this is looking pretty strong. I will say Kirby's team looks to have the stronger players, but as we know, it's all about how you play together. As we've seen some of these filler teams who have been surprisingly well balanced in the games have been able to get some big upsets. Let's get this one going.
Brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, this is Ernie Johnson, 2K Sports. Shaquille O'Neal is with me. Thank you all for being here. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Boston Celtics in Boston. You take a look at the Celtics. This is their final meeting of the season with this squad, and they've lost all 3 prior games. They'd like to avoid the sweep if possible. Shaq, I want to talk about one of your former teams, the Boston Celtics. What do you see this year?
Well, they just need to continue to collect talent. Believe it or not, they're in a good position. They clear cap room and still have a lot of picks. I know what they're waiting for, Ernie. They're waiting to make a big move down the line.
We will see how that transpires. Meantime, it's time for tip-off as we send it over to Kevin Harlan.
I wonder who 2K got to do their anthem in this game. Curious.
Everyone in their seats here in Boston to watch the Celtics on the home court. Looking at Boston, they took a win in their last game against the Jazz. And only a single point of separation there. Great game. It came right down to the wire.
And Kevin, in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up way too often.
Yeah, and that did make things really easy, guys. Nice to get a win if you're on that side of it and not to have to work too hard for it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, Zach Randolph is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Steve Novak. And it's Copeland in at the 2 spot.
That Randolph Aldridge front court looks
Outside
really
Holiday.
dangerous. I mean, that's just a nightmare.
Thompson dishes to
Anywhere
Granger.
12 to 15 feet
Back to
within the
Thompson.
basket.
Now the pass to Holiday. That three off the mark. Here is Novak.
And Kyle Lowry, he looks so small. I don't know why he looks
Lowry
really
kicks Randolph.
small in that Bulls uniform.
Here's Aldridge. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right
What?
to the rim. But
Wait a
smart play to foul once he
Did
was
Granger
there.
and Laura
You
just
know
kiss
what's going to
them?
happen, and they sent a message right there.
I
Nothing
swore those two
easy
just
inside.
kissed.
This is his.
Gotta go to replay and see. That was weird. It looked like they were just. They puckered up and. I guess in the replay, I guess not. But man, that angle sure looked like it. It was
First
pretty.
chance at the line tonight.
Well, he rarely misses.
I thought maybe
front
they
runs.
had two
He's
NBA players making a
7%
statement
on
here.
the year. So as a team,
Maybe we have
we'd
two
love to
NBA
have
players,
him on the
active
strike.
players
You
who
know, there's been some
are
improvement
out
in
and
his free
proud,
throw
and they were
shooting
just
this year.
showing their love
His
for each other on the
percentage has
court
taken
there.
a
I
little
was
jump compared to
I was
last
really
season.
shocked. But I guess not. It's just, it's Hollywood angles there. Hollywood angles.
That one is no good.
Well, the Celtics certainly played with a lot of passion last year. They got
All
off to
right,
a start
Celtics getting that ball up the court real fast, but a horrible
Playing with
pass for
passion
Danny
can't
Granger
cover up
leads
the
to a
holes in the
turnover.
roster.
A lot of bad passes been happening
Outside Lowry.
in this Gamefaqs tournament.
Aldridge with a screen on Granger.
Gotta be careful with
Kicks
the
it to
ball.
Copeland, launches it,
Copeland wide
and a
open,
great
and look at
assist by
that.
Aldridge as
And that was a
goes
three
in.
ball, 6 points right there.
Copeland's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for
Man,
three.
Bulls looking sharp.
Now here is Holiday. Right now averaging 15 points a game. You got to give the Celtics credit, though. They were never really in contention for anything.
Granger
last year.
working on Novak, turnaround jumper,
Yeah,
no
they did play
good.
hard, played with energy.
And Randolph getting the
And that goes a
rebound.
long way to trying to build a foundation of being successful going forward. It might not have done much for him last year, but that attitude is something they can build on.
Chicago with the ball, following the miss by Danny Granger. Shot clock at
Laurie
6.
inside to Aldridge, turnaround
The
jumper,
turnaround
good.
jumper.
Bulls,
Could be
8-0
the first
run.
of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
Bulls looking so
Boston
sharp
off to a
tonight.
slow start. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Yeah, and given how they performed offensively that day, guys, they really had no chance.
Yeah, and the frustration just mounted. You could see it as they continued to come up empty. And by the end, they were really just happy
And
to
a
get
steal
out of
for the
there and
Bulls.
have
They're
the
trying to
game
get a
be over.
fast break point here, but it's a 1-on-2 situation.
Here's Lowry.
Lowry pulls back for the jump shot,
Another
misses
shot.
it.
He lays it
Copeland
in.
back up and in. 10-0 run.
got 5 now.
Celtics might need a
Boy, what
timeout here.
Fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Yep, that was
They may
needed.
just be trying to get a break in the action to clear their heads. A lot of their shots are rimming out. You wonder if their confidence isn't suffering at this point.
I think that's a good time to call a timeout. If a team has a few fall the wrong way for them, just burn a timeout and let them forget about it. Regroup, talk about it, and refocus.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. It's
Oh,
Thompson
nice
off the
pump
drive.
fake. Inside
Some solid
drive,
defense
but
from
off the
Randolph.
rim.
That's terrific defense right there to
The
prevent
good
them
move,
from
though.
converting in close.
Aldridge,
Aldridge,
transition
no
jump
luck.
shot, no good.
Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to Oklahoma City. There's the pick. Pekovic.
Drew
with the
Holiday's
screen
got
for
space,
Holiday.
passes back to Lure. To
Nobody
Granger, wide open,
near
jump
Granger.
shot, and in and out
Boston
again, man.
missing.
Still looking for that first two. 0-4
This
now.
is a really
Aldridge
bad
with a
first
screen
quarter
on
here. This was reminiscent of the Timberwolves game when Kevin Garnett returned. That first quarter, they couldn't get nothing to go. Same situation here. Will there be a rally
Lowry, 6 on the shot clock.
for the Bulls to
Here's
win before
Copeland.
it's all over? Copeland for three again. He
Good on the
misses that.
dribble. Celtics trail by 10. Pekovic with
Come
a
on,
screen
Celtics. Here's your shot.
Granger passes to Holiday. Pekovic with a screen. Holiday with it. Lowry picks him up.
Granger has it down low, working on Copeland, and finally, they get their first bucket,
time, but they get one to go.
and maybe now they can get things going. Maybe they are warmed up.
Dishes to Randolph.
We only hope, because we want an exciting game here. We don't want another blowout.
Outside Randolph.
Which we've only had a few blowouts, maybe one or two actually, which is good. But we like the exciting games.
Great D that time from Pekovic. Celtics have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Holiday. And it's Randolph with the rebound. Randolph's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Holiday against Lowry. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lowry. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Now, most coaches will tell you, you need scoring in the paint to be successful. And here are some big men around the league that have been providing plenty of that over the last month. Second, LaMarcus Aldridge.
You know, that's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. Game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
Yeah, it's almost like you've got to pick your poison. Either you leave other areas of the floor open and put some extra bodies down low, or you risk one of these guys running wild on you.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
The big story from last year was that the NBA finally was able to come to an agreement with the Silna brothers. They were owners from the ABA who had a huge stake in the media rights of the NBA.
Both free throws good from Aldridge. Well, the Silna brothers out of St. Louis, they own the St. Louis franchise, and when the ABA and NBA merged, they cut a deal to get about 2% of the NBA's TV revenue with no end in sight.
And Kevin, one of the greatest deals in the history of deal making across all industries is that deal the Silna brothers were able to cut, but it has finally been negotiated away. And with the way the NBA has become a global phenomenon with televisions across the globe, that was the best deal, as I just said, ever made. I'm happy they were able to put a cap on that deal for the owners that are now in the NBA.
And I'd like to make the announcement now. We're changing our names. That's Clark Silna. I'm Kevin Silna. Goodbye, everybody. Here's Holiday after the made shot from Zach Randolph. And Holiday kicks to Granger. Holiday, the pass to Thompson. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Lowry against Thompson. Aldridge with a screen on Thompson. Lowry, no good. Excellent D there from Holiday.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Now here is Holiday. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Thompson kicks to Holiday. Stolen. Thompson against Lowry. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lowry. The drive by Aldridge. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
Brandon Bass is checked in for the Celtics. And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. Celtics trail by 12. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. I'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Doris?
Guys, he anticipates they'll be able to take advantage of the perimeter defense they're facing today and convert a lot of easy chances and uncontested looks from the outside. We'll see if they can knock them down, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
I definitely can appreciate their approach with the 3-ball.
The Chicago Bulls on top still. Celtics still struggling to score, but
Now here's
they got to get something going sometime here.
It's Thompson off the drive, and there's the whistle, fouled hard on the
There you go.
shot. He'll
Klay
go to the
Thompson
line.
really needs to step up here. What's going on
It's
with
really hard to
Klay?
find a more pure, accurate shooting stroke than Klay Thompson's. I mean, every season over 40% from distance, but he's working to diversify his offensive game. You know, he's posting up and using his ball handling skills to get inside some.
No good on the free throw.
Klay.
Thompson worked hard on
Can't be
his
missing free throws.
explosiveness and finishing. He predicted, Steve, a poster dunk last season and delivered.
I mean, he has to take a lot of
against Kyle
responsibility for
Singler.
this
Remember
current
that?
position
The
there.
pistol,
yeah.
And
I mean,
the
you know,
elite
he's
scorer he
been trying
is,
to
the
go
elite
inside
basketball
more.
mind
Last year,
that Klay Thompson
you
is.
have to work at it to get
He's
to the
putting
line
this team
more.
on his back.
Only averaged about 2
This
free
may
throw
be a
attempts
game
per
where he's going to
game
drop
this year, so
45,
that's the next
possibly
step
50
for
points.
him to be more
Because
aggressive
they
in
need him.
attacking.
They need him to be an offensive
Here's
powerhouse.
Copeland. 5
And that's what
points
he
in the
is.
game. Here is Novak. He's covered by Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. Shot from free throw range. Good.
Novak.
Novak's got his first basket.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
Now here's Granger, averaging 6 points per contest.
He's got to contribute. He's
Granger's
got to
getting way
produce
too many
if his team's gonna get
looks
back
right
in it in
now.
this
Too
quarter.
many shots.
Lowry dishes to Novak.
Shots that Klay
feed
should
to
be taking at
Copeland.
this point.
The shot is off, and it's Boston the other way. It's Thompson off the drive, and there's the call on Klay Thompson.
Wow.
That's his first foul.
Offensive foul.
Sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness. And
Well, you know, Boss
anticipation of getting
Pats
to the
has to
spot
be
there.
pretty
Jamal Franklin, he's checked
peeved
in
right
for
now with
Chris
how his
Copeland.
team is playing.
Chicago leading by 13.
They're letting them down quite a bit at this juncture.
Now here is Lowry.
Guys are playing some
No
really
scoring
sloppy
yet from him,
basketball.
but that's likely to change.
The scorers aren't scoring.
The stupendous
And man,
finish in traffic.
that front
Well,
court on the
it's kind of
Chicago
been the
Bulls
story here
team.
today, hasn't it, Clark?
This could be the new favorite to win it all,
Boston's
folks.
gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
This front court is
And
that
Holiday,
intimidating.
Here we go. Steps back and drains the jump shot.
There you go, Drew
Holiday's got
Holiday.
his first basket of the night. The Bulls have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Randolph, a screen on Holiday. There's the pick. Lowry kicks to Novak. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got his 3rd assist on the night.
They haven't been able to stifle them defensively here.
No, their offense continues to click.
Now, here.
Hold up. What? Pekovic hasn't had one shot. Okay, wow, I'm shocked. All right, for a second, I was just looking over the rosters again, and for a second, I thought that Pekovic, I had forgot to put him on the Celtics or something. I said, you know what? Wait a second. Maybe they're getting blown out because they don't have their third guy, their third star player. But no, Pekovic is here. He's had 7 minutes. I didn't even notice him. He hasn't done a single thing. Hasn't got one look. Hasn't got one shot. That's ridiculous.
Thompson, a 17-point
There you go,
lead for him in
Clay.
the win against Utah.
Yeah, he picked his spots.
But that's insane. They have not even given
I thought he
Pekovic
not only did a nice job scoring,
a chance to
but setting up
score.
his teammates as well.
The drive by Lowry. That's good.
Boy, they're really doing good work in the paint.
Man, Celtics coaching Need some help. Look how frustrated Klay Thompson is. Putting his hand to his head, just like, oh, Lord. Lord, give me some help on this team, please. Look at Klay Thompson.
Some changes for Boston. James checked in for John Lure. Austin Day comes in for Danny Granger. And it's Alexei Shved in for Klay Thompson. And working the paint has helped to build this early lead.
And Kevin, you know, that's one of the easiest ways, or one of the best ways to build the lead, is by getting high percentage shots, by taking that ball inside and then controlling the paint area. It puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And it builds confidence, too.
Exactly. Yeah. Well said.
Now here's Shved. 8 points his last outing. Just 5 to shoot. Holiday with the 3. Again, Holiday missing.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
There's the screen. Lowry kicks to Mozgov. Bulls moving the ball around. Outside Lowry. Free throw line jump shot. Tries again. Mozgov's shot is off. Aldrich the pass to Mozgov. And stolen by Shved. 3-on-3. Here's James. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Chicago making a switch here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
James. At the line, 1 shot.
Free throw, no good for James. The Bulls leading by 13. .151 left to play in the first quarter. Franklin dishes to Mozgov. Can't get it to fall. Boston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Outside Holiday. Bass with a screen for Holiday. Here's Day. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Day's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. 1:12 left in the first quarter of the game. James kicks to Franklin. And again, no good by Chicago.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Now here's Bass. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 41 seconds left in the first. Franklin passes to Aldridge. Feeds it to Franklin. Mozgov down low. Passes there. It's intercepted. Holiday against James. And Holiday, here we go. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Here's Franklin. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. It's the Bulls up by 10. Let's take a quick break.
All right, that was a bad first quarter for the Celtics, but the good news is they ended much stronger than they finished. You know, they're in position to get back in this game. We'll put it like that. They're not quite back in it yet, but they're in position. Only down 10 points.
In the books already as we start this second quarter.
They can get some offense going.
The Bulls, what do you guys think?
A little defense.
I like what I've seen from this club.
They should be fine.
Forcing a lot of turnovers with their quick hands and ability to play the passing lane.
Well, you talk about quick hands, but I think it's the mindset of being aggressive and then obviously being active with the hands, tracing that ball so you can come up with deflections that may lead to steals.
Celtics trail by 10 on the court right now. Second quarter for the Bulls. Mozgov is out there with.
All right, finally, Pekovic is getting a shot here.
Then it's Chris
He
Copeland.
missed, but
So the
I mean,
whistle
at least they
blows on the
utilized
shot
the
and
guy.
2 free throws for the contact right there.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Bulls schedule, Kevin, this is how they stack up. 3rd in opponent offense, 7th in rebounding, and they are in the top 1/3 of the league in assists. With the quality of players they have, you thought they might be better there, but not bad.
Yeah, Clark, of all the things you just mentioned, to me, I love the opponent's points per game because that's an indication of how hard a team is playing and how smart. And I think this team has shown great balance this season.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. The Bulls leading by 9. James outside. Six to shoot. And stolen by Shved. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin, Klay Thompson is already an elite shooter, but he isn't done yet. He wants to be a complete off guard. He said, I'm trying to attack more. Everyone knows my jumper is the base of my game, but to be an all-star caliber player one day, I have to finish at the rim. I have to dunk more, show people I can jump. Guys?
He keeps adding layers to his game. Thank you, Doris. And Chicago has possession following the bucket by the Celtics. Copeland, good. And here is Shved. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. James outside. Day kicks to Pekovic. Fade away. And another basket for Boston.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers.
Pekovic on the board. And look at that. It's a 7-point game all of a sudden. Boston Celtics are wising up here, using their players a little better, using a better offensive strategy. Ooh, that three's going to hurt them, though. But they're getting some confidence back. They're passing the ball. They're sharing the ball. Coming back.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second
Got Siva passing the day.
Nice ball movement by Boston.
Out to Alexei Shved. Sexy Alexei, as they called him in Minnesota.
He's guarded close.
Out today for 3. Miss. Pekovic going for the rebound. Couldn't get it.
So many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant
Oh,
factor.
no. Okay. Yeah,
Well,
that
you know, head
was
coach Brad Stevens of the Celtics
almost going to be a
coaches
nightmare
much
there.
different game in the pros than we see in college.
To not be able to get the rebound, you have 3 guys under the basket, and only one of the opponent. Your opponent almost got that rebound. That would have been bad.
He's bright. He's hardworking.
Aldridge back to Drew. The second. Out to James. Back to Drew.
So I think he's got all of the ingredients to become a
Bulls are
college
struggling
coach
to get a
who is
shot off here.
successful as an NBA coach.
Both teams' benches are out pretty much. He's creating a lot of struggles with the shots, but they should be going to Pekovic here to abuse, or should be able to abuse his matchups.
There's the pick. Passes it today. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And Coach Stevens, analytically minded at Butler, had a full-time statistician as one of his assistants.
Yeah, very new school in his approach. You might expect that from such a young guy, still in his 30s. Of course, he also needs
Look at Mozgov.
players, and he's doing well.
Getting himself 2 free throws here.
Really enjoyed playing for Stevens, and I think he's going to be an excellent coach. Timofey Mozgov, 7'1", a shot blocker and rebounder. Still pretty foul-prone defensively, but he has really become an interior presence.
That's good from Mozgov. And Mozgov, offensively, can get you some nice second-chance buckets.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Kevin, that he's a decent roll man in the pick and roll, and he can knock down the three-pointer on occasion. So, nice combination for that big guy.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Lewis checked in for James. Granger comes in for Austin Day. And it's Thompson in for Alexei Shved. Celtics trail by 12. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
Here's Siva. Thompson outside. The dish to Granger. Shot to end this cold run. Chicago grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Now here is Lowry, averaging 18 points a game. And the shot.
Lowry with a nice shot right before the shot clock goes off.
So far.
Not trying to rattle any
And Bulls
ribs or
pulling
racks
away
there.
again. Man, just as the Celtics pulled themselves back into the game,
The shot is off. Now Chicago
the Bulls have
takes it the
started
other
to
way.
run away again. And the Bulls getting some of their stars
Following
back
this game,
in.
they'll challenge the Pacers of Pacers Arena in
And they're pushing the pace. And look at that,
Indianapolis.
11-2 run in the
Game
last
2 of
3
straight on the road.
minutes and 30
Celtics
seconds.
trail by 16.
Celtics need a timeout, I think. They gotta get their
The
stars back in
15-footer,
here.
And he connects with the jumper.
Well, he's a little bit of an unknown commodity, Kevin.
They need to
I mean,
get their
he may be
stars
able
back
to
in
use that
here.
to his advantage, sneak
They
up
gotta
on
start
some
going through Pekovic. They gotta make moves happen.
Here's Lowry. He's got 7. Outside Aldridge. It's Novak.
Novak
from
for
outside.
3.
Good.
Oh
Aldridge
no.
gets the assist.
Oh
Novak's
no.
got
40 to
Right now,
23.
they've got
Look
their
at that.
field
They
goal
were
percentage
just
up in the
back
low
in this game.
Yeah, they're really
Just a
starting
few
to
short
put it
minutes
together
ago,
offensively,
and now
looking
this is
to build
looking
on
like
this lead.
a blowout.
Now here's Thompson. 7 points in the game. Granger inside the line. They get it again.
Pekovic has
Here's
it.
Pekovic.
Will he get another shot
Thompson
off?
outside.
No, he passes it out to Thompson.
Here's Siva.
What will they do here to get some momentum
He
going?
dishes it to Lure. Pass to Siva. Down low. And
Oh, another steal. And this is just.
Lowry drives in. Novak
Oh,
misses. Celtics trail by
Very
17,
fortunate miss there.
pushing it up.
Ranger out to Klay
Thompson
Thompson.
with the bucket.
Nice little
Thompson's
shot
got
there.
9.
They needed that.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Klay Thompson has to go ham for them to win this game. He has to go Super Saiyan.
Randolph sets a screen for
Not
Lowry.
even Super Saiyan. He has to go like Super Saiyan 3.
He kicks it to
Doesn't have a
Novak.
chance to
Good
win this
ball
game.
movement here by the Bulls.
The way they're playing
Bucket
right now.
six.
Pekovic trying to play some defense here on Aldridge. Good
Outside
job
Lowry.
getting the stop. But Aldridge gets the
Here's
offensive
Copeland,
rebound.
and he's
Ball
way
gets off to
off from
Copeland, but
outside.
he misses.
Kinda rare to see
Peck
him
gets it
come up
back.
empty on a
And here go the
wide open
Celtics again.
Siva dishes to Granger.
Will they get Pekovic
Out
a
to
chance?
He feeds it to Siva.
Clay is
For
getting
three.
double teamed.
And that one's good.
Oh,
He's
Siva
got
with a
6.
nice
Starting to
three-point
get a little
shot.
momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Here we go. Get
Bulls
another
leading by
stop or
12,
two.
And the first time out of the game.
The Celtics will
call
be in
for
it, but
Chicago.
look how smart
He saw
Chicago
some
Bulls
things
coach
out there
Stibbs
that
is
needed
taking the
adjusting.
timeout here.
Wants to talk it over a
Smart
little bit with his
move.
club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong.
His
burning
team is
the
way
timeout
up,
if you see
but
something you don't
he wants to
like
make
and
sure
you
they
need to
don't
talk
lose that
about it.
edge.
And
He sees the
stretching back
Celtics
to
are
the
making a
break,
little
here's how
tiny
the
run.
Celtics have
He
performed.
wants to stamp that
First
out
and
right
fewest
now.
turnovers per game. Second
See
in
what
assists.
happens.
And they're in the top half of the league in scoring as well. Not too shabby.
And what's most impressive out of all those numbers, Clark, is the few turnovers that they commit. Because now all of a sudden you're executing, you're putting a lot of pressure on the defense because they know they're not going to force a lot of steals and get out in transition to find easy points.
Now here is Lowry. He has 7. Off with the layup. Celtics trail by 12. Here's Siva. 6 points for him. Dishes to Thompson. And the pass to Siva. Here's Lure. And another basket for Boston.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
The Bulls leading by 10. Picked by Randolph. To the right side. Back to Lowry. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Nova. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. The shot. And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got 9 points.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Siva kicks to Granger, and out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Now we get a chance to check out Zach Randolph. They've gotten some big-time performances from him since the All-Star break. He's averaging about 14 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output, and you know he's always looking to push himself.
And that's what the best players do, Steve. You play with one of the all-time greats in Michael Jordan. Nothing comes easy in the NBA against top talent, night in and night out. And I think the way he's been playing shows he's been working a lot on different aspects of his game.
That is good.
It looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Lowry. Drops in the breakaway layup. Lowry's got 11 points in the quarter.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Now here is Lowry. The feed to Randolph. Stolen away. Granger right side. And Thompson kicks to Siva. Feeds to Pekovic. 5 to shoot. Pass to Thompson. Will it go? No luck. Good work defensively by Lowry. The Bulls leading by 17. Lowry drawing the double team. Passes to Randolph. Back to Lowry. Randolph in the posts. Lures there. And Zach Randolph the bucket on the assist by Lowry.
Kyle Lowry, an inside-outside scoring threat. He's become a deadly three-point shooter. And despite his relatively short stature, he's able to drive inside and finish effectively because of that great strength.
Now here's Pekovic, averaging 13 points a contest. The dish to Siva. Pass to Granger. And too long on the shot.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
And for Lowry, not much of an in-between game, but that may be by design.
Yeah, he gets to that rim and beyond the arc. That's really where he makes his hay. And as long as you can do it the way he does, with often and with efficiency, the mid-range game is something you can work on later.
And so it's Boston with it, following the miss by Zach Randolph. Siva passes to Granger. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Novak. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 5th assist in this one. Celtics trail by 21. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
A nice shot by Granger.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Now the Bulls with it. They're on an 11-2 run.
Well,
there's a screen. Randolph dishes to Lowry. Here is Novak. He's got 9. Shot clock at 5. Here's Randolph. Aldridge trying to break free, and that one hits back iron.
This should be the last possession of the quarter.
Oh, you're wide open, Granger. What are you doing? Why didn't you take a shot there?
Granger kicks to Siva. Dishes it to Pekovic. Shoots from the corner.
That's too far out for
Zach
Peg.
Randolph with the rebound. Randolph's got 6 rebounds here tonight. A dominating
Man.
first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close.
Boston's in
Bulls lead by
trouble.
19. Stay with us, folks.
Boss
we'll get back
Pats.
just after halftime to start the third
It's got to be
quarter.
hurting right now seeing your team hurt down like this. I don't know what it is. It's just they have not played as a cohesive team at all. Chicago Bulls shooting 10% better, out rebounding them. Celtics turning the ball over left and right. Kyle Lowry of 14. That man has contributed. 5 assists as well to go along Lowry's 14 points. So yeah, Lowry's looking strong, looking great tonight.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time.
A lot
for
of
a
problems
comeback.
for Boston right
Kyle
now.
Lowry has just been sensational.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out, and so far, just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up with a better second half. We'll see if that happens here.
Just trying to get out of this menu so we don't want to hear the music to play too long. I don't want to get a copyright issue going.
Celtics trailed by 19. We've got Danny Granger. Pekovic is out there with
All right,
Chicago.
maybe this side of
It's
the
Holiday,
basket,
and
this
it's
side of the
Thompson
court will
in at
give the
shooting guard
Celtics a
position.
little bit of
That's the Boston 5.
help,
Now,
respite
here's
from this
Lowry.
onslaught
After the miss from
against the
Klay
Bulls.
Thompson. Novak, the pass to Aldridge. Misses off the left iron. Boston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Outside Holiday. Granger outside. He dishes it to Thompson. Shot clock at 5.
Thompson wide open
And it's
3,
Thompson again
in
missing.
and out.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
Here's the screen. Lowry dishes to Novak. Here's Randolph. And count the basket. He was fouled, and
Oh
he's
wow,
going to the line
Randolph
for
getting
one
an and
more.
one.
What a play. The hoop plus
21-point
Excellent
lead.
concentration on the finish. That's big time.
Are we going
Zach
to get
Randolph is a
a
terrific rebounder and
22
scorer. In his
point lead
prime,
here?
You could just mark up
I don't
20
know.
points and 12
This is
rebounds
rough.
a
Just
night,
rough all
every
around.
night. He's a little bit on the downside now, but still a player you've got a game plan for.
And Randolph, now 33 years old, had that knee injury a couple seasons back.
Yeah, his rebounding remains excellent, but you know, we've seen his scoring wane just a bit, both in volume and the percentages. Not quite the go-to scorer he was a few years back, but still very effective player.
Lowry kicks to Aldridge. To the left side wing. Here's Copeland. No good with the triple.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Right side Holiday. They set the pick. Takes a 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Randolph's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Lowry. He kicks it to Copeland. Back to Lowry. He feeds it to Randolph. Goes up on the wing. Pekovic with the rebound.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Holiday, the pass to Thompson. Baseline J on the way. Zach Randolph with the rebound. Randolph's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And the offense continues to struggle. Just 1 make in their 5 attempts.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lowry. Teardrop shot. That is good. Lowry's got 16.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. You talk about players who either love or hate contact. Randolph, I think, is in his element, part leaning on people. He likes to feel other bodies.
Yeah, they love Zebo, they call him, don't they? He
Yes,
can get busy. Boy, I love watching him go to work. You know, he likes to be in the middle of contact. I mean, he gets to the rim whenever you lose contact if you're guarding him, and he's not the most explosive guy, but it just points out, Kevin, you can be highly skilled and a really good basketball player and not be a off-the-charts athlete.
He wears on his opponent,
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of attrition.
I think he created that phrase, what was it, grit and grind? Grit and grind for the Grizzlies?
You're right.
And that's how he plays.
Yeah. Now here is Lowry after the miss from Nikola Pekovic. Copeland. Rebound, Boston. Pekovic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pushes it down to finish the break.
That is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Chicago calls timeout.
Randolph never really an above-the-rim player, but with his combination of strength and skill, he remains effective. Deft touch with that left hand.
Chicago leading by 20. Outside Lowry. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And Randolph is able to post up or face up, and he's lethal either way. On that high arcing shot of his from mid-range, beautiful to watch, impossible to block. And on that right block, he's doing work down there because he understands how to use that wide base of his to get separation.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry.
Nice numbers from Lowry. He's got 19 points and also 3 steals. I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
Yeah, just on the strength of his defense alone, he would have stood out, but his offense has been outstanding as well. And that's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau worked with Clippers coach Doc Rivers in Boston for many years, and they remain close friends, often sharing notes. Rivers said of Thibodeau, "He's the best mind I've ever been around. People keep expecting them to fall, but he holds them together. It's his system, but it's more just his way. He simply doesn't relent, Kevin."
He makes his players believe, Doris. That's something they both share in common. Thank you.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Novak dishes to Copeland. And there's the pass to Randall. Offensive rebound. And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Boston making a switch here. Passes checked in. Then for the Bulls. Mozgov, he's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Jamal Franklin in for Chris Copeland. Here's Franklin. And it's Mozgov at the elbow. Lowry drives in, kicks it to Novak. Puts up a 3, and Kyle Lowry with the 3. Lowry's got 10 points in just the second half.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And Lure kicks to Holiday. Good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
The Bulls have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Novak kicks to Randolph. Left side, Randolph. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And let's give a quick nod to a group of shooting guards that have been outstanding from the free throw line in the second half of the season. Take a look at Thompson, one of the league's best, 3rd in free throw percentage.
Yeah, this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's an automatic three-point play.
And you know what, Steve? Even if some calls go against them, you know, as a coach, you can accept it because when the calls go their way, they're automatic. Cash money at the stripe, ATM time, so it more than makes up for the charge calls they might get whistled for.
Now we've got a moment to see how the Bulls are doing rank-wise in the NBA. First in blocks, second in rebounding, and they've also been extremely skilled in the art of the putback, second chance points. I mean, they're ranked number 2 in that particular category.
And to me, what jumps out is the blocks, because they're an intimidating team. They really control the paint. They like to physically dominate their opponent. And when they do that and they get a lot of block shots, obviously it gives their defense a ton of confidence.
Now here is Lowry after the miss from Klay Thompson. And Lowry gets it to go. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Thompson in the corner. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Randolph sets a screen for Lowry. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, he had just 1 turnover in the first half, and he's already surpassed that total here in the second.
And some changes here for the Celtics. James comes in for John Lure. And it's Alexei Shved in for Danny Granger. And a change for the Bulls. Aldridge is checked in. Outside Holiday. Bass with a screen for Holiday. And it's Bass atop the key. On the wing, Thompson. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Thompson's got 12 points in the game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Mozgov passes to Franklin. Soft touch off the glass.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
Here's Holiday. Bass with a screen for Holiday. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Good on the shot.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
And Holiday kicks to Thompson. Back to Holiday. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And this is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
They set the screen. Off the screen. That one rolling around and rims out.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Klay, a swing man, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
Holiday attacking. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, Drew Holiday, part of a basketball family. Of course, he played at UCLA, but both of his parents played at Arizona State.
And for Drew Holiday, you know, you talk about his family. His brother and sister both won state titles. And his father, in his 50s, can still throw down a 360 dunk. Now, I'm looking at you.
No, it's not happening here. Come on. I know he's got some good DNA, but 360 dunks at 50? Although Drew is real deal. His youngest brother is a star in the making, playing in high school in Los Angeles right now.
Celtics making a switch here. Days checked in.
Well, what I really like about Drew Holiday is his cool, calm, collected demeanor on the court. I mean, it doesn't seem like much bothers him. He stays even keel, and that's exactly what you want in the personality of your floor general.
Here's Franklin. He's got 5. 3 on the clock. James dishes to Franklin. And the Bulls with another miss. Celtics trailed by 21. And Holiday, here we go.
It's been a nice game for Holiday. He's got 11 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And as an 85% free throw shooter, his team has been able to count on him anytime he gets to the stripe.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Good on the second free throw.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And there's the feed to Franklin. There's a good screen. Misses from close range. Celtics on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Day the pass to Holiday. And here's Shved from the arc. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. He's covered by Tom. Feeds to James. Here's Franklin. 5 points in the game. Shoots from the elbow. He squares up and sinks it. Franklin's got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, he's not somebody they lean on for points, but when he does score, that's a bonus.
And Holiday kicks to Bass. Back to Holiday. Thompson outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. 13 feet away. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Things finally starting to come together for them. The deficit still pretty big, but at least they're taking steps in the right direction.
Yeah, I think they're doing all they can do. Playing tough D, getting stops, and then taking good care of the basketball at the other end.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Here's Franklin. He's got 7. James outside. Guarded by Holiday. Here's Mozgov. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Holiday left side. There's the screen, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Franklin dishes to Copeland. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And on the year, he's shooting an average number at the line, about 73%.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Here's Shved. No good. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Bulls running away with this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
On tap next Monday, March 9th, the Memphis Grizzlies go on the road to battle the Chicago Bulls. Do not miss it.
look back at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, no question this was going to be the winner. Just take a look at the expertise he shows on this pass. Perfectly timed and beautifully placed.
Chicago leading by 21 on the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. They've got Lowry. Chris Copeland is out there with Zach Randolph. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Franklin in at the shooting guard. Here's Shved after the Bulls pick up 2. Over to the left wing, and Lure kicks to Shved. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, jersey advertising, an idea that had been bandied about for a long while. Last season, in lieu of that, the league tested out advertising on the court apron for the first time, as well as a small ad on the top of the backboards. So the league, of course, always looking for new revenue streams.
The Bulls making a switch here. Novak's checked in. Copeland the pass to Novak. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lowry. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Lowry's got 28. And Steve, you mentioned the apron advertising. It's only being allowed for locally broadcast games.
And I think that makes sense, Kevin. Viewers probably see it more than they would see stitching on a player's jersey. And I think keeping the ads off the court and the players is a good line to draw.
And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Shved.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway jumper, but he gets it to go.
The Bulls leading by 23. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Lowry drawing the double team. And here are the Bulls now. 5 on the clock. Unloads. Rebound, Boston.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
And that one's good. Pekovic.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lowry. Left side Lowry. And there's the rejection. But he recovers it. Here's Copeland. And the Bulls with another miss.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
And the free throw, no good.
So far in the game for Randolph, 11 rebounds, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
Outside Lowry. Pass to Copeland. Poked loose. Back to Lowry. Novak dishes to Randolph. 4 on the shot clock. The 7-footer falls. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Shved with it. Passes it to Thompson. Off the pick. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
Now here's Shved. Now running, here comes Lowry pushing the ball up. Count that one. Lowry's got 16 here in the second half.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
The dish now to Thompson.
Analytics has become a huge part of the NBA, and one element of that jumps out at me is basically the cameras that track every movement of every player and can provide info on when exactly a player gets tired to how much of their time on the floor they are actually running instead of standing around.
Chicago calls timeout, and back to the camera system we were talking about. Some teams using it more than others, but they are starting to find and use all sorts of data, Steve, from those cameras.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear how different teams are using that technology. Some teams use it to check on the club's spacing. They'll see how many times a guy is dribbling the ball compared to the season before. That's what the Celtics did with Rondo. It's really interesting. It's a tremendous amount of data to process, but the trick is, making it work, making it mean something.
Here is Novak. After the made shot from Klay Thompson, Novak kicks to Aldridge. Here's Holiday. Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. With the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Randolph's got 6 in the quarter.
Now, sometimes offensive rebounds are lucky, but he anticipates and gets to the right spot before the shot goes up.
Thompson outside. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 7th assist here tonight. Chicago leading by 23. Outside Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team. Randall, soft touch off the glass.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Now here is Holiday. Shoots off the screen. Off the left rim and out.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Outside Lowry. No good on the 3.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the wing jumper offline. Lowry with the ball, and Granger picks him up defensively. Outside Lowry. Pass to Randolph. From 12 feet out. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Randolph's got 19 points.
They're going to have to tighten up defensively, guys, because they're really giving up way too many open looks.
Here's Lowry. The rebound by Holiday. Celtics have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Shot from 16. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Dishes it to Aldridge. Rebounded by the Celtics. Granger's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Holiday kicks to Thompson. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Thompson's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Here's Copeland. Outside Lowry. Novak, that's for 2. No good off the back of the rim. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Holiday, the pass to Granger. Rejected by Randolph. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Chicago has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Outside for Lowry. Aldridge left side. Shot is blocked. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Here's Thompson. Finishes the break with a slam.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Now here is Lowry. He dishes it to Nova. He kicks to Aldridge. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I think we can all agree that the NBA has become a bit of a nicer, friendlier league over the past few decades. Less animosity with players and less brutal rivalries, but there is still a level of trash talking going on, and I think at times it's a factor in games.
6 to shoot. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And a miss there on the triple. Randolph a screen. Novak dishes to Randolph.
Celtics 5. Shooting for Chicago, Zach Randolph taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. And Zach Randolph drops them both. The Celtics have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Now Shved. He feeds it to Bass. And there's the pass to Shved. 6 on the shot clock.
All right, well, I've been away for a while. Still not feeling 100%. And some things came up.
Rebound by the Bulls.
But yeah, this game has just been a beating anyway. I mean,
guys, we see teams
I don't think there's much excitement to be seen here.
Approach. Analytics now a big part of things.
Celtics.
See that in the front office, and Steve, that brings in
I don't know.
some
You know, they tried to put something
In fact, in
forward,
the last
but
2 years,
man,
over
this
a
Bulls
third
team
of
is
the
just
NBA teams have hired new decision makers,
incredibly,
so
incredibly
only a
strong.
couple played in the league, the majority being, you know, more of the analytical type.
So,
So there's definitely been a sea change. in
Chicago
terms
Bulls
of
right now
NBA
may be
leadership.
my favorite. They might be my
Now
favorite
here's
team to get the
Shved.
whole championship. They may win it all.
Day kicks to James.
We'll see. But I think they're in the running. This will be a very tough team to take out in the next round.
James outside from deep. It's rebounded by Bass. Bass has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And for basketball lifers looking for roles in front offices, I think it's natural to feel threatened by the influx of more analytical minds. The feeling is, and I think it's an accurate one, that those analytical minds are favored because a lot of the owners come from a similar educational background in terms of being comfortable with numbers and wanting to measure things more and attach value to measurements as opposed to feel and experience of playing.
So it's Chicago now, following the three-pointer by Boston. James outside. A baseline
Inside
check.
Zach Randolph,
And
easy hook
Randolph,
shot
the
for
bucket
him.
on the assist by James. And that's 23 points for Zach Randolph. Boston's
23
gone 2 of
points,
5
wow.
on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
Well, I don't think the math guys are going away anytime soon in the NBA. I think the best organizations kind of take a holistic approach. They incorporate advanced stats and cap specialists, but there's also a lot of thought in terms of players who fit and experience and youth. It really is kind of one big concoction.
Drew getting 2 free throws.
Well, guys, maybe the
Chicago,
most
Chicago
important play
Bulls
in
just
the NBA
continuing their
is
push,
basketball
continuing
is the
their
screen. A good one can make a huge
drive,
difference in creating a high
just
percentage
making it
shot,
look
but
easy.
It's a play that so often goes overlooked.
And screens, Clark, getting more attention with modern scouting. The old stats look at the
I am
outcome of
very
a play,
interested to see
make,
these guys in the
miss.
second
It's
round.
like evaluating chess.
I want to see the
By all
dispatch, their
means,
second round
I agree. I
opponents,
mean, you
just as
start
well
to
as the
dig
dispatch.
deeper and get to other
The
layers
first
of
round ones
how
right
you
here.
analyze the numbers and how that affects how you
If
game
so, they
plan,
will be heavy
discover
favorites.
the tendencies
Win it
players.
all.
And
Little
of
still
that
there in the
you're
end.
doing in an effort to become more
Little
successful.
extra fight
And
back
one
from the
team is just
Celtics.
completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited
Outclass. That
turning
is the
out
way to
be
put this
a
one.
monster win here for the Bulls.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for them too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And this will push their record to 39 wins and a good effort tonight.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and
Celtics
see this was
fans
just a monstrous performance. For
abandoned
Kyle
the
Lowry.
arena a long
You have
time
to
ago.
Look at his steals and when he would come up with
Can't really
them,
blame him.
major
Very
factors in
disappointing
this result.
Austin with the ball.
Effort here.
The
They were
Bulls
hoping to
getting
win
the
a
bucket,
championship.
and that's out of bounds.
Bring another
Boston will
title to
retain
Boston.
possession.
It's not going to happen.
6 seconds on the shot clock.
16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
They're
Back
trying
at
to make
4.
something happen here. Misses the
no good.
layup. Fitting in for Boston. Fitting in.
Here's Franklin. And so Chicago takes this one.
And
by
the
a big
game
margin.
is
Not
over.
much to be critical of with this win,
Celtics
Clark.
did manage to hold the Bulls under 100 points, though.
They showed up
That's
to
something.
give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Kyle, how big a factor was the defense you guys played tonight?
We focused in a lot on defense in the film session we did before the game, so we had to re-emphasize the things that we worked on in the last couple days of practice.
It seemed to play out for you, Kyle. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying, see you next time, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
Who will be the
Kyle
player of the
Lowry.
game? Kyle Lowry. Okay. Finishing strong inside a lot, looks like. He had 30 points? 30 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. Wow. Look how strong he finishes. Smallest guy on the court, but man, that big heart. Putting off curls for threes, layups. Had the jump shot going. Left and right hand going. Fadeaways. Man, Lowry was on fire tonight. He was balling on them chins. There you go. He's the man tonight. Look at the stats here before we leave. Klay Thompson, he did step up a little bit with 25 points, but not enough. And man, his teammates, not a lot of help. Drew Holiday only with 12. Day with 8. Pekovic, just a really sad effort from Pekovic. He did have 2 front court monsters to go up against, though. Lower with 11 rebounds, 6 points. Siva, 6 points, 4 turnovers. That didn't do much of anything. Granger was a major letdown, 2 for 11. Horrible. His best days are certainly behind him, that's for sure. Cole Aldridge, 15 minutes, 0 points, but 7 rebounds. Damian James, not too much going on there. Larry Drew, not a lot going on either. Timothy Mozgov, 2.7 rebounds. Steve Novak, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Jamal Franklin, 9 points, 2 rebounds. Marcus Aldridge only had 12 points and 9 rebounds. Looked like he was doing so much more. Copeland with 13 points. Zach Randolph with 23, and of course Lowry with his 30. Randolph had 16 rebounds. Lowry with 8 assists, and look at that, 5 steals. Goodness gracious. Well, great game of the Chicago Bulls. One of the least entertaining games we've had so far in this first round, but you're bound to get a couple of these games now and then. But it'll be great to see these guys in the second round against some higher competition. So we'll see how that goes. But thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next game. Peace.